just wanted to do a quick update video. I haven't done one in a little while, but this update is going to be specifically with regards to my recent dietary changes, and I'm talking very recent. For those of you who haven't read my blog or haven't caught up, basically about 2 weeks ago, I decided to go gluten-free and take all the gluten out of my diet. And I did this because it was like a little journey that got me there, but it first started off with me wanting to seek out options to lose a little weight, and I thought going low carb was probably going to be what I would do. And then before I went full low carb, I started learning about gluten, food allergies, and the things that they cause us, and I decided to try to take gluten out of my diet to see if it would help me deal with some issues that I was facing. So first issue, the biggest one for me was my acne. I had very acne prone skin for a long time, since I was a teenager, even a preteen I think, and you know, still dealing with it. And I thought maybe this could be what helps me actually eliminate my acne once and for all. And so about 2 weeks ago, I started learning more about that and seeing that there were some links between the food allergies and my acne. Also, I have very severe seborrheic dermatitis, which is it's like a dandruff but worse, like really bad flaking. It's just really itchy, and it starts to peel right here, back and behind my neck. It's really bad. And years ago, I used to have it on my face. I used to peel here and here, really bad. And I started using apple cider vinegar on my face as a toner, and that really cured me. I no longer peel on my face if I do it consistently. But with regards to my scalp, I still have issues, especially if I go more than, I think, a week without washing. Sometimes even a week will just flare up my scalp. So that's another issue. And then, you know, my digestion, really wanted to improve my digestion and help me create a flatter looking stomach, because my stomach always has this little pouch. I always have like a little pot belly. Anyways, long story short, it's been about 2 weeks, actually less than 2 weeks, and I'm so happy. I have 0 breakouts right now, 0. My skin's been clear for probably about 3 or 4 days, where I haven't had a new acne pop up. And some of you are like, 3 or 4 days, that's not a long time. And you're right, it's not a long time, but for me it is a very long time, because I break out all the time. There's always an acne or a pimple that I'm dealing with, and I deal with it, and then another one comes. And mine tended to be around the chin, and they were like the cystic acne, which are the large bumps. Those are very hard to deal with, and they're very embarrassing, and they're just horrible. And sorry, in case my hair. And so one of the things I decided to do was, again, try this and see, because I've tried everything else. So far, it is working for me. And if this is what it takes for me to start to see some good results, like clear skin, and my scalp right now is acting pretty normal, but I'm going to give it some more time and to see how it continues. But if my scalp clears up, my skin clears up, and I lose weight, and my stomach goes flat, then this is the best thing that ever happened to me. And I know some people, when they think about going gluten-free or dairy-free, they think about how hard it's going to be, because everything has wheat in it. Even my soy sauce or anything has wheat. Soup. So sometimes it's like, oh my gosh, I can't eat anything. And so that way of thinking will kind of keep us from taking the steps we need to take to realize the changes. And then I thought to myself, I said, you know, okay, all I had to do was start eating in a different way. I'm eating more fruits and vegetables. I'm substituting foods that used to, you know, instead of bread, I'll have more vegetables, or instead of a regular burrito, I'll have a gluten-free burrito, or whatever. And so those little changes created this result that I want more than anything. I wanted to have clear skin more than anything. And if that is what I gotta do, if I gotta give up gluten to get the clear skin, then I'm not even gonna think twice. I'm not even gonna think twice about it. It's just something that I'll do. And I'll have no regrets. When I go to the grocery store now and I walk by the bread aisle or pizza, I just roll my eyes at it, because gluten for me equals, you know, symptoms and acne and those things that I did not want. So I'm not going to look at bread and be like, oh, I miss bread so much, because bread is an enemy to me now. It's an enemy to me now. That's the way I'm looking at it. So the lesson I'm learning in this is I started to think about my life, and I want you guys to kind of think about, you know, there are things that we want, right? In this example, we'll use myself. I want to have, let's say, a scalp that's free of seborrheic dermatitis, right? So there's things that we want in life, but there's always like something that's in the way. So in my example, what's in the way for me, at least it's what I believe is in the way, is the gluten or the wheat. And so a lot of times we have to kind of set that aside. I don't want to use the word get rid of, because then it makes us feel like we're losing something, and we don't want to get rid of or give up eating bread or give up eating pasta. So it's like, for me, I'm looking at it as I'm setting it aside. And from that setting it aside, what I'm getting is my clearer skin, my scalp is healthier, or my legs, this is funny, my legs used to itch really, really bad. I used to have I would always be clawing at my legs. Since going gluten-free, I have none of that. It's crazy, my legs are beautiful again. So that's another benefit I'm tying to this. So there's just so much more, and there's internal benefits that I don't even know about that my body is receiving as well. And soon, you know, if I did have a gluten sensitivity, then taking it out will actually, in the long term, help my body absorb minerals faster and better. And so that's going to be even better for my hair, and better for my nails and my skin, all that good stuff. So even more benefits to come, which I can't wait to receive. So going back to the lesson that I'm learning from this is, there are things in my life that I want, the results I want to create. But because there's something that's in the way that we aren't willing to set aside, it ends up costing us, you know, getting what we truly say we want to have. And so that's the lesson I'm learning from my short experience with being gluten-free. And I wanted to kind of challenge each one of you to think about that. You know, the things that we say we want, what is that thing that is getting in the way that's keeping us from having it? And am I willing to give that up and set it aside so that I can have what I truly, truly say I want? So again, thank you ladies for listening. If you haven't done so, please visit my blog for updates, and thank you subscribers, and thank you everyone who's sending me messages and things like that. So we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.